Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to break down all the action from the recent West Challenge Cups. And wow, what tournaments they were.
Absolutely. Just incredible drama, some major upsets, everything you hope for, really.
Totally. So our mission today, unpack the biggest moments from both the men's and women's knockouts. We're talking underdogs, champions, and those plays that just made you say, where did that come from?
Yeah, and it wasn't just the usual suspects stepping up. We saw some, well, unlikely heroes emerge. It really drives home how unpredictable sport at this level can be.
Okay, let's get into it then. We've got match recaps, amazing goals, and plenty of those wow moments lined up for you. First up, the Men's West Challenge Cup, the COPACCHAI Super July. Now, that left side of the bracket is just a powder keg of rivalries right from the start.
Kicked off with a bang.
It really did. First quarterfinal, the big Cantaloupe Derby. Botafogo versus Junior. Now, Botafogo, they came in with some serious momentum. You know, fans were hopeful.
They really were. But Junior, although they're the Giants for a reason, aren't they? They were just so clinical.
It's ended 3-2 to Junior. Tight game, even though Botafogo actually had more of the ball. Just couldn't quite finish it.
That finishing touch makes all the difference at this stage.
Then the other quarter on that side, an All Marbella clash. Rayo Jalentiano against UNAM Corvos. UNAM were, let's be honest, heavy favorites.
Yeah, expected to go through.
And they did. Pretty solid 2-1 win. Though, interestingly, they only conceded quite late. Was it the 83rd minute?
It was, yeah. And that's fascinating, isn't it? Even in a dominant win, conceding late like that, it just plants a tiny seed of doubt, maybe.
Yeah.
Shows that relentless control is key.
Good point. Keeps the favorites on their toes, I suppose. Okay, shifting over to the right side of the bracket, just as much fireworks over there. We had Heraldiano versus Cedros, another big Marbella rivalry. And Cedros just came out flying.
They really did. 2 quick goals early on, right?
A real burst. And then 2 more after the break. Ended up a pretty decisive 4-1 win for Cedros. They look sharp.
Very dominant performance.
So Cedros booked their semifinal spot. Their opponents came from the match between Alianza Yacat from Cantaloupe and Deportivo Caldas, representing San Fernando de Saba.
And this one was tight, really tight.
Oh yeah, a real nail-biter. Locked at 1-1 forever, it felt like. Then, deep into stoppage time, 91st minute.
Here we go.
Ron Barreto, their right back, pops up in the box, just bursts through with incredible pace, and scores. 2-1 Caldas. Unbelievable finish.
Talk about late drama, a right back scoring the winner in the 91st minute. That's just fantastic stuff.
Incredible. So that set the stage for the semis. Tension definitely ramping up. First semi, Junior against UNAM Cuervos.
And what a game that was.
Fantastic match. Ended 2-2 after 90 minutes. Went to extra time, and then, well, and things got kind of wild.
Kind of wild is an understatement. Jan Santamaria, UNAM's defensive midfielder. Scores 3 times in extra time. A hat trick from a DM.
No way. A career first for him, surely.
Absolutely. I mean, what does that even tell you? For a defensive player to suddenly explode like that offensively under that kind of pressure, was it tactics? Pure adrenaline?
Wow. Just wow. That sent UNAM through, obviously. Okay, the other semi, Deportivo Caldas.
Yeah.
You know, the late winners from the quarters.
Yeah.
Who'd had a bit of an up and down tournament.
Yeah, not the most consistent, let's say.
Right. They were up against that very regular, very solid Cedros side. And guess what?
Oh, no. Not another late goal.
Believe it or not, injury time again. 94th minute this time. Corner kick comes in. Chaos in the box. And a Cedros defender puts it into his own net.
Oh, brutal. An own goal decider.
Yep. 1-0 to Deportivo Caldas. The red and whites, somehow, some way, were heading to the final. You almost had to feel for that Cedros player, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Heartbreaking way to lose. But for Caldas, I mean, if you connect this to their whole run, it just underlines their resilience, right? They weren't always dominant, but they grabbed those moments, those chaotic chances.
Yeah.
It really set up a fascinating final.
It really did. Because the final was UNAM Cuervos, the clear favorites, the powerhouse, against Deportivo Caldas. The team nobody, and I mean nobody, expected to get this far.
Definitely the underdog story. Caldas are big in San Fernando de Saba, sure, but the country isn't exactly a giant on the international stage. And Caldas themselves.
Well, they weren't lighting up the group stage.
Not at all. So, the final itself. Another roller coaster. UNAM men started having physical issues. First, Caden Morales, their attacking mid, goes off injured.
Big blow for them.
Huge. And just 3 minutes later, Caldas pounce. Donizete Belling, their defensive midfielder, scores the opener.
Capitalizing immediately. That's smart football.
UNAM dug deep, though. Equalized through Johnny Miguel Trujillo, their star player. Normally a right back, but playing great in midfield.
Showed their quality there.
But then, disaster strikes again for UNAM. Jan Santamaria, the hat-trick hero from the semi. He gets injured too.
You couldn't write it.
Yeah.
2 key players down.
And Caldas smelled blood. Who pops up with the winner?
Don't tell me.
Romboretto. Again. The right back. Unbelievable. Twice. The late goal hero does it again.
Incredible. UNAM threw everything at them in the final minutes. But Caldas held on. Against all the odds, Deportivo Caldas, the red and whites, lifted the trophy.
Just amazing. And historic, right? First team from San Fernando Zerva to make the Elite Cup next year.
Truly historic. What a story. Okay, let's catch our breath and switch to the Women's West Challenge Cup. Just as compelling over there, trust me.
Ready for it? Some big names, some potential upsets.
Definitely. Left side of the bracket first. We had 9 de October from Marbella taking on KG Mayo from Quivina-Baram. Now, KG Mayo were the runners-up last time.
Right, but struggling this season, weren't they?
Yeah, not quite hitting those heights. And it showed. 9 de October looked really comfortable, controlled the game, won it 4-1. Pretty dominant. Sent
a bit of a message there.
They did. Their semifinal opponents came from what might have been the closest quarterfinal. La Serenissima from the NFA beat TS85 Orange Shirt. Another Quivina-Baram team 2-1.
Close one.
Very. Came down to a header in the 94th minute. Another late goal.
Wow. Seems to be a theme.
Right. But here's the big takeaway from that side. Both Quivina-Baram teams, traditionally really strong rivals to Marbella in the West, both out in the quarters.
Yeah, that's huge. Queen-Baram teams usually go deep. Their early exit really does shift the landscape, doesn't it? It makes you wonder if this is just a blip for them or maybe, a more significant shift in power dynamics in the women's game out west.
Great point. Definitely something to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, over to the right side of the bracket, more Marbella favorites here. Atletico del Valle, one of the big guns. They certainly lived up to their billing. Absolutely dismantled Dulce Mar from San Fernando Sabah. 4-0, a real thrashing.
Clinical performance from Atletico.
However, the other Marbella favorite on that side, Estrella de la Cota, didn't go quite so smoothly for them.
An upset brewing.
Yep. Junior from Cantalupa, led by their exciting young attacker, Pamela Alma Calagena, pulled off a fantastic 3-1 win.
Wow. Calagena is a talent, but that's still a big result.
It really is.
Yeah.
But interestingly, the real hero for Junior in that match wasn't Calagena, it was their left back. Liliana Oliveira scored twice.
A brace from the left back. Love it. Those unexpected contributions are brilliant.
Absolutely. So that set up the semis first. La Serenissima versus 9 d'October. La Serenissima made the semis last year, looking to go one better. But 9 d'October were looking very strong.
Tough matchup.
It was a real battle, scrappy, hard fought. But in the end, 9 d'October just seemed to have a little bit more quality, edged it 3-2. They were through to the final.
Hard-earned win.
Definitely. In the other semi, Junior, fresh off their upset win, faced the might of Atletico del Valle. But disaster struck for Junior almost immediately.
Oh no, what happened?
Just 3 minutes in, their star player, Pamela Alma Calagena, she went down injured. Had to come off.
Oh, that's just devastating. 3 minutes in. Losing your key player like that in a semifinal, the psychological impact alone must be massive.
Totally. You could almost see the air go out of them. It's not just losing the player, it's that morale hit, isn't it? Atletico del Valle basically took control after that.
Yeah, it changes everything. Hard to recover mentally from that so quickly.
Exactly. The final score ended up being 5-1 to Atletico. A real rout, unfortunately for Junior, but it reflected that early blow.
Tough way for their run to end.
Yeah. So the final was set. An all Marbella showdown. 9 de October versus Atletico del Valle. Maybe not a historic derby, but, national bragging rights always add spice.
Always adds an edge.
And it started with a bang. 9 de October scored super early, 5th minute. Striker Lupe Garcia Valdez. Looked like the yellow and reds might just grab the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, and really goal like that can be tricky. Sometimes teams sit back, get complacent maybe. But Atletico del Valle, they've got that champion's mindset, don't they?
They really showed it. Stayed composed. After halftime, Brielle Carter, genuinely one of Marbella's best, finds the equalizer for Atletico.
Carter's quality always shines through.
And then, the big moment. 79th minute. Penalty to Atletico del Valle. Who steps up?
Had to be Carter, right.
Brielle Carter, cool as you like, sends the keeper the wrong way. 2-1 Atletico.
Clutch. Absolutely clutch under pressure.
Totally turned the game. 90 October had to push forward then, obviously chase the equalizer, left gaps at the back.
And Atletico are lethal on the counter, aren't they?
Precisely. 82nd minute, midfielder Kimberly Arquine Ramirez finds space, makes it 3-1. That was it. Game over.
Sealed the deal.
Yep. Atletico del Valle, the black and white giants from Marbella, lift the trophy. And importantly, they're back in the Women's Elite Cup for 2025. They won it back in 2021, missed out last year. You can tell they wanted back in.
A dominant return for them. Well-deserved.
So let's pull back a bit. What does this all mean? We've seen some incredible stuff, haven't we? Amazing individual efforts, unbelievable team journeys, just pure heart. What are your big takeaways from these cups?
Well, I think the biggest theme really across both tournaments was resilience and adaptability. You look at Deportivo Caldas in the Men's Cup. That whole run was built on surviving, on finding ways to win late, on capitalizing when opponents stumbled, just defying all expectations.
Yeah, that injury time magic was something else.
It really was. And then you have the individual brilliance, players stepping up beyond their usual roles. Chan Santamaria's hat trick, Ron Barreto's winning goals from right back, Brielle Carter being so decisive in the final, Liliana Oliveira's brace. These moments show how key players can just elevate their team when everything's on the line.
Sometimes in completely unexpected ways.
Exactly. But we also saw the flip side, didn't we? The impact of injuries. Losing Caden Morales and Chan Santamaria for UNAM, Pamela Alma-Calajena for Junior. Those injuries weren't just setbacks. They fundamentally changed the potential outcomes of massive games. It's that cruel reminder of how fragile things can be.
Yeah, the margins are so fine.
They really are. And finally, I think the significance for the nations involved. San Fernando Saba, with Caldas's win, that puts them on the map in a huge way. Their debut in the Elite Cup next year is massive. Does it lift the whole country's footballing profile? Does it inspire more investment, more talent? Or was it lightning in a bottle? That's the big question now.
Fascinating questions. What a fantastic recap of two incredible tournaments. From the last gasp winners to the rise of these unexpected champions, it just proves again why we love this sport, right? The sheer unpredictability. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, it's been great dissecting it all. And looking ahead now to the Elite Cup next year, you have to wonder, what patterns, what tactical wrinkles might we see carry over from these Challenge Cups? How will these Cinderella stories or these dominant comebacks maybe shape strategies or spark new rivalries on that biggest stage? The narrative keeps evolving.
Powerful thoughts to leave us with. We hope this deep dive gave you some fresh perspectives and maybe stoked your excitement even more. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning.